Good afternoon, my YouTube viewers. In this particular video, we're going to be doing a difference in means test, but in this instance, it's going to be a paired sample t-test. And what we're going to do is we're going to compare blood pressure before and after treatment. So your null hypothesis is before treatment equals after treatment, and your alternate hypothesis is before treatment does not equal after treatment. And so our difference in readings are 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 4. So what we're going to do is we're going to write a program in Python to solve this problem. And in order to execute the program, what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to import 3 libraries. So we're going to import NumPy as NP, and NumPy is a numerical library that performs numeric computations. It creates NumPy arrays, and it also creates distributions. We're going to import scipy.stats as stats. So scipy is Python's scientific library, and stats is the statistical module within scipy. And we're going to import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT, which is the visualization library. So we're going to set the difference in the readings. So differences equals np.array 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 4. Those are your differences in the readings. So we're going to calculate the mean of the difference. So mean diff equals np.mean differences. We're going to calculate the standard deviation of the differences. STD diff equals np.std differences, and degree of freedom equals 1. We're going to calculate the sample size. So the sample size is the length of differences, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So your sample size is 8. We're going to calculate your t-score. Your t-score equals your mean difference divided by the STD difference divided by the square root of n, and that gives you a value of 4.7819. We're going to calculate the p-value for a two-tailed test. P-value equals 2 times brackets 1 minus stats.t.cdf brackets absolute value t-score, comma, df equals n minus 1 brackets. So t is your t-distribution, c is your cumulative distribution function, abs is absolute value, and df is your degree of freedom, and it's going to be 7 because it's n minus 1, and n is the length. Just see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to print the t-score, and we're going to print the p-value, and we're going to analyze the p-value. So your alpha is 0.05, and that is your significance level. If p-value is less than the alpha of 0.05, then you're going to reject the null hypothesis. There is a significant difference in the blood pressure before and after treatment. If the p-value is greater than alpha of 0.05, you're going to fail to reject the null hypothesis because there is no significant difference in blood pressure before and after treatment. So what we're going to do is we're going to plot the t-distribution onto a graph. So x equals np.line space brackets -4, 4, 1000. Y equals stats.t.pdf brackets x, df equals n minus 1. So t is your t-distribution, pdf is the probability density function, and degree of freedom is going to be 7 because it's n minus 1. Now we're going to plot the t-distribution onto the graph. plt.plot brackets x, y, label equals t-distribution, color equals blue. So the shade, the critical regions, critical value equals stats.t.ppf brackets 1 minus alpha divided by 2, comma, df equals n minus 1. So t equals t distribution, ppf equals percentage point function, alpha is 0.05, and df equals 7. So PLT dot fill between brackets x comma 0 comma y comma where x is less than or equal to negative critical value, or x is greater than or equal to critical value, comma color equals red, comma alpha equals 0.5, comma label equals critical region. So we're going to mark the t-score on the plot. PLT.AX speed line, brackets t-score, comma, color equals green, comma, line style equals dashed, comma, line width equals 2, comma, t-score, label equals t-score. So we're going to add titles and labels to the chart. The title is Paired Sample T-Test, Blood Pressure Before and After Treatment. So the X label is t-score, the Y label is probability density, and you get a legend. And so we're going to show the plot. So now what we're going to do is the t-score is 4.7819. The p-value is 0.020. And so that is less than the alpha of 0.5. So you're going to reject the null hypothesis. There is a significant difference in blood pressure before and after treatment. And so this is the chart that we have made. So you can see blue is the t-distribution, red is the critical region, and you can see green is your t-score, which just gone right off the map, right off the chart. So that concludes this video. The next video is going to be our last video in this series and the last video in this course. So I hope you decide to watch it.